India will soon operate nuclear power plants in the United Arab Emirates. Under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, India and UAE are forging an unbeatable partnership. The two nations have now joined hands in a groundbreaking nuclear energy cooperation pact, according to which India will operate and maintain nuclear power plants in the Gulf nation. The pact was sealed during Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Sheikh Khalid Al Nahyan's recent visit to New Delhi to meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The deal shows the UAE's trust and confidence in India's scientific and technical expertise in nuclear power, and rightly so. India is among the top 7 nations in the world in terms of nuclear power plants, with 23 currently operational. Bharat is ahead of developed Western nations including United Kingdom and Canada. South Korea and Japan are at 6th and 5th spots with 26 and 33 power plants respectively. Russia is at 4th with 36 nuclear power plants, while China and France occupy the joint 2nd spot with 56 nuclear plants each. United States is by far the global leader in nuclear power generation with 94 operational plants. Still, for a developing nation like India, India has made tremendous gains in the sector and transition to clean energy. The current statistics show the share of nuclear electricity generation in India rising steadily over the last decade to reach 46 terawatt-hours in 2023. The UAE Crown Prince, who is the first next-generation royal India has officially engaged with, was received by Prime Minister Modi at the Hyderabad house during his visit. Prime Minister Modi referred to the prince as a close friend, who later called upon President Draupadi Murmu, after which he visited Rajghat to pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. As per an official statement released by the Ministry of External Affairs, the two leaders underscored the need to explore new areas of untapped potential, particularly nuclear energy, critical minerals, green hydrogen, artificial intelligence, and cutting-edge technologies. Following this, India and the UAE signed a landmark MOU which gives New Delhi services for operation and maintenance of nuclear power plants in the Gulf nation. The MOU involves the Barakah nuclear power plant in the UAE and developing supply chains, sharing experience, providing consulting services, human resources, development and training, research and development. Remember, this very nuclear power plant was the first in the Arabian Peninsula, and the bilateral pact was hailed by the Nuclear Power Corporation of India as a significant step in the growing cooperation between India and the UAE in peaceful uses of nuclear energy. UAE's reliance on India for nuclear energy is an indication of India's global stature as a responsible player in nuclear energy. India's 23 nuclear plants generate 6,780 megawatt of energy. For perspective, only 100 megawatts are needed to fully power 100,000 homes. Additionally, 8 more plants with a total capacity of 6,000 megawatts are under construction at various stages under the Department of Atomic Energy. Moreover, government has accorded administrative approval and financial sanction for the construction of 12 more nuclear power reactors till 2031, after which the nuclear capacity is expected to reach 22,400 megawatts. But because India is such a vast country, the share of nuclear power is less than 2% of total power generation currently, which is led by coal at 48%, solar at 19%, hydro at 10%, and oil at 5.6%. The Modi government has now ambitious targets to significantly utilize the country's expertise in nuclear tech and increase it by around 70% over the next 5 years. Going further, India is betting big on nuclear, and plans are in place that by 2050, a stunning 25% of the energy produced in India will be from nuclear sources, up from the current 2%, hopefully bringing down the share of coal power. Another interesting factor is that UAE itself is an oil exporter but seeks India's aid to transition to clean energy. By putting up a formidable fight against climate change, India has vowed to reach net zero emissions by 2070, and that it will meet 50% electricity requirements from renewable energy sources by 2030. Remember, with almost 9 years ahead of its commitment, India has overachieved its commitment made at COP21 Paris Summit by already meeting 40% of its power capacity from non-fossil fuels. The country is also one of the biggest producers of bioenergy, with renewable energy growing at a faster pace than any other major economy in the world. Coming back, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and Indian Oil Corporation Limited signed an agreement on long-term LNG supply. ADNOC will deliver 1 million tons of LNG annually to India from its Ruwais natural gas project for 15 years. Apart from signing key pacts, Modi and Al Nahyan also reportedly deliberated on pressing global challenges, including the situation in Gaza. India and UAE have interlinked economic ties. Earlier this year, Intergovernmental Framework Agreement on the IMEC project was signed on the 13th of February during the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the UAE. India is UAE's second largest trading partner, while the UAE is India's largest trading partner in the Arab world. Bilateral trade between India and the Gulf nation was $85 billion in 22-23 and is projected to reach $100 billion by the end of this decade. With the new nuclear power pact, the partnership and friendship between India and the UAE is only poised to grow stronger. Now, if you found this news report informative, then leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.